So we've just arrived at Mothers to Mothers in Kisumu. This is in the compound of one of the big teaching hospitals. Mothers to Mothers are all mentor mothers helping mums that are living with HIV. There's 1.6 million people in Kenya that are living with HIV. So we've come today to see what Mothers to Mothers get up to, and this is our welcome. Mothers to Mothers works in one of the busiest hospitals in Kisumu, and every day expectant mums come in for antenatal checks, and whilst they wait, the mentor mothers, the ladies that you see in uniform, talk to them and provide them with essential education and information about living with HIV. We've just witnessed a support session at the Mothers to Mothers group at the hospital here in Kisumu. There's been various sessions about family planning and about just living with HIV and about disclosing and just being honest with people. The mothers have learnt a lot. Some of them are here with their children, some of them are here with their husbands. They've all been free to ask questions, and now they are all sharing some food. They always do food at the end of a session because they believe it's a really good idea for everybody to sit down and eat a healthy meal together. So we're going to go and join them.
One of the busiest hospitals in Kisumu, and Mothers to Mothers have just been showing us some of the work that they do with women with HIV.
They have a programme in place called Mentor Mothers. All the mentor mothers are themselves living with HIV, and I think it's really important, and actually we've now realised why, we've learnt why, that as mothers come into the clinic for all their antenatal care, that they're given counselling and support, and that the benefits of things like future family planning or exclusive breastfeeding and nutrition are all explained to them. And we've watched a session and now they're all sharing some food together.
It's really interesting actually how the mentor mothers, support women when they first find out that they've got HIV. I think that's quite a key thing that you don't often realise. If you were at home and you discovered that you had it and you were in the UK, you'd receive so much counselling and government funded support that isn't necessarily the case here everywhere. So this project's just brilliant, isn't it? Giving them that extra support at the time when they need it.
It's been great, been lots of laughs, lots of gorgeous babies.
And it's lovely to see everyone kind of eating together. There's a real emphasis on healthy eating here, because everyone really has to look after their immunity and kind of keep themselves as healthy as possible. They're all taking kind of HIV drugs for life, which have got some pretty unpleasant side effects, we've discovered. So yeah, it's really important to keep yourself healthy and educated.
Yeah, and they started doing sessions, couple sessions, so with people's partners coming along, husbands coming along as well, and that's I think that's going to be a key part going on, is educating the women and the men.
The men talking to their male friends, the women talking to their friends, and it's sort of rippling out into the wider community and families that their HIV is obviously very real. There's 1.6 million people in Kenya living with HIV. And I think it's projects like this that are really helping to break down the stigma and the barriers, and educating at the same time and getting these people together. It's been quite inspiring actually.
It's been amazing.
Yeah.
Loved it.
These women are really shaping the future, really, aren't they?
Yeah. We just arrived at the Omega project where all these ladies make power porridge. They grow the grains, they come and sell it to the project, they come and they make the porridge, and then they sell it on. And we're about to see how they do that.
Consider them as our group members. Our vision as the group members is to have healthier community with healthier caregivers and healthier offices with an HR.
Katieko. Ngeni sabi ko dili timurango. Timurango. Aya, 1, 2. Ayaw. Yawa. Okane piao. Aya, Keti. Ero kamano. Ero kamano. Ero kamano.
So the ingredients for making the porridge are one. I think you will see them. We have arranged them from that corner to this corner. The first one.
These are some of the ladies at the Omega project talking to us about the power porridge, and these are all the ingredients laid out. Some of the additional ingredients like pumpkin seeds and sunflower seeds. The ingredients that are essential that hold it together, like cassava, millet, and gosh, I can't remember what the other one is. But they're all laid out in the sun, and they're talking to us about how they are dried. So the ladies have now mixed up 20 kilos of the power porridge, all the ingredients, and they're now taking it off to be milled. And once it's been milled, we're going to bring it back, mix it up over a fire, and we're all going to sit and have porridge for breakfast. Hello! The ladies have now arrived at the mill, and they're singing the grain into the mill, ready to pound it and make it into porridge. There's lots of singing goes on.
Today I'm 62.
Happy birthday! So we're still at the Omega Porridge project. These ladies have explained to us the different ingredients that go into making porridge and all the different nutritional information, and they're now showing us how they mix it up, how it's all portioned, and then they're going to make some for us, and we're all going to have breakfast together. Spent the morning at the Omega project, one of many projects over here in Kenya that is supported by donations from Comic Relief. We've met a great bunch of ladies, really enthusiastic when we got here. They've taken us through all the processes that are involved in making what they call power porridge. All the ingredients out on display, sold by lots of the ladies that are growing it themselves, all being mixed together. It's now being milled, and we've had some for breakfast.
It's an absolutely amazing project. The women gave us the warmest welcome ever, didn't they?
Best welcome ever.
It was just incredible. They're so passionate about what they do. They campaign for women's rights, they campaign for education, better nutrition for people with HIV, and they've also got their own businesses, which this collective really helps to empower them to develop, as well as the porridge. So porridge is just amazing stuff, isn't it?
It is. They have something called a table bank where they do loans to each other. Some of them charge fees, but they say that it helps them develop their businesses, and they're keeping it all amongst the women, and it's just empowering them, as Penny says, to develop their businesses. And we heard from Margaret, who was a lovely lady, wasn't she? And she told us how she had been bedridden, and then a week later, after starting to eat the porridge, she was up on her feet, and she's now, she was dancing around this morning as we got off the minibus.
And she's able to look after her children again, which is just really positive.
And we sang happy birthday to a lady who says she's 62, but I don't believe that.
A day over 20.
So it's been a great morning. We have the honour of being down on the equator with Comic Relief today, and so what do you do when you're on the equator? And it's the launch of Comic Relief and Red Nose Day 2015, but put all 9 of this year's noses on the equator. Wave, guys! This is the Kisumu Youth Project group. These girls all come along and play football and receive mentoring and just learn to be part of a team and have a space where they can share if there are issues such as they can't do their homework because there's no light at home. They can share that with their mentors, and then their mentors can intervene for them with the school. The girls come along for a couple of hours every day. They play together in these teams, and they are learning to just build up their self-confidence, build up their self-esteem, and really importantly, all of these girls that are showing promise get a scholarship to school. So where primary school education in Kenya is free, secondary school education isn't. And because of their football skills, all of these girls are now receiving free education, which in a country with so much poverty is obviously really helping their parents as well. Again, building up their self-confidence. The Eaglets are the team in yellow, and the team in blue are called Leeds. And Leeds are winning 1-0 at the moment. This is the nutrition room at the hospital. We've just been asking about how important nutrition is to mothers that are HIV positive.
What foods do you most recommend? Are there specific foods that you really recommend to women?
The supplements that you give.
Foods.
Different foods.
Foods, or are there specific things that are really powerful?
No, we just advocate for them to eat vegetables, more of vegetables and fruits, and take plenty of fruits. But basically, let it be a balanced diet.
I'm Annie, and this is Esther. Okay?
And we're about to say goodbye.
Just saying goodbye.
Over to you, Annie.
Okay. You lead the way. The most smashing way possible. 3 times.
Party time.
Kisumu in Kenya, and I'm actually a centre for street children. I came here for the first time in 2011, where I met a little boy called Philip, who you just saw in the film. He was sleeping in the middle of the central reservation, and he had no shoes on his feet. But when I asked him what he wanted to do with his life, he said, I want to be a pilot. And I thought we have to do something to help kids like this, kids who have nothing apart from a dream. And this centre here is brilliant. It's called the Hovic Centre. It does 3 very important things for street kids. It gives them somewhere safe to sleep, it also gives them food, and it gives them education. We can pop in right now to a group of children here who are learning maths. Good morning, everybody. Please sit down. And I have Seth here, who's their teacher. How important is it for these boys, some of whom were sleeping on the streets last week, how important is it for them to get an education?
Actually, education for us at Hovic is meant to restore hope and also give hope to the children, because it enables them to achieve their careers and eventually become respected people in the society.
Fantastic. And I just wanted to ask Linton here a question. Linton, who are your favourite this morning presenters?
Ruth and Amen.
Amen are the favourite presenters. We had that all over Kenya. It's interesting. Okay, so we're just going to pop out. Thank you very much for that. So right here at this centre, 450 children a year are helped. But since the last Red Nose Day, actually 250,000 people have been helped by the money you've so kindly donated to Comrade Relief. So I really want to spread the message today that your money works, it makes real, positive and lasting change. They're bigger here than they are in the UK.
Hello, I'm Penny.
I'm T.
Let's start again because we need to look at that, not the screen.
You need to look at what?
Look at this. Look at the.
Oh, okay. Right.
My lens. Hello, I'm Penny.
I'm T.
I'm Annie.
And we've been Team Honk in Kenya. My lasting impression of the trip has got to be seeing HIV positive women being empowered to look after their health and raise HIV negative babies.
For me, it's about women running their own businesses. The one we went to today where they were making power porridge, running their own businesses, milling the flour, selling it, and knowing all about the nutritional values of the food and knowing that it's keeping people healthy.
And mine is going to be seeing the teenage girls standing up, knowing that they've got a right to education that they didn't realise they had before.
Here's to lasting change.
Get it!
Get it! I might have waffled.
Didn't mention Comrade Relief at all, did we?
No, we didn't.